Glaze and Glow Ice Petals. I just got these in. If you're not familiar with these two fragrances, they are the newest flankers from Ard Al Zafran, and they are siblings to the original Pink Blush, which is, in my opinion, one of the best dupes for Young Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. So I've got some thoughts about these fragrances, some confusion, some likes, and some more confusion. Let's get into it. Let's start out with my girl, Ice Petal. I do think that the packaging is cute. I like that they come in these different shades with a little gold flecks in the cap, but if you didn't like the original packaging, then obviously you're not gonna like this one either. So just by the name, right? And just off of the color of the bottle, Ice Petal Blue, I'm expecting like a very, very fresh, almost like icy, cold type of fragrance, if that makes sense. Something that inspires a feeling of cold breeziness because it's called Iced Petals. Maybe it's gonna be like a very, very breezy, sharp, floral fragrance. But no, it's really not icy at all. When I initially sprayed this, I thought, interesting, this smells like something familiar. And my first thought was, oh, you smell a little bit like Hum from Latafa. And I think that's because it has ginger, vanilla, and lavender in it like the Hum does, which is inspired by Burberry Goddess. But no, it does not smell too much like Hum. It has maybe just a splash of Hum in it. What it really smells like is this right here, Vanille Blanc by Huddlush. If you've not smelled Vanille Blanc, this is actually a dupe of or inspired by Vanilla Skin by Fleur, which was just very surprising to me because there's really no connection between a vanilla skin type of fragrance with the original Young Bougie Marshmallow. I was expecting something, again, like I mentioned, that was gonna be closer to the cold, iced, floral, maybe kind of fragrance, or something that smells like, I guess like a blue marshmallow, but no, this is honestly heavily inspired by Fleur Vanilla Skin or Vanille Blanc by Huddlush. Now, thankfully for me, I love both of those scents, but if I had known that, would I have needed to pick up this one? Probably not. I don't need another one of those type of DNAs. I already have 2 of them. I still think that the Vanille Blanc is probably the best out of all 3. It's stronger. I think it just has a deeper, more sensual feel to the overall fragrance. This is very nice, very fruity. If you don't have either of those, then I think you'll really enjoy it. I said very fruity, but what I mean is it has the Vanille Blanc powdery sugarness to it, but it has more sweetness to it and less of woods to it, less amber in it, more of just overall sugar, and it's not as strong. And I hate to have to compare it to Vanille Blanc, but I have to. I feel like if you're gonna make a fragrance that's essentially going to be inspired by a clone of another dupe, I'm gonna have to compare you. No different than I compare Pink Blush and its performance against Young Bougie Marshmallow, and I think that this is better than Young Bougie Marshmallow. I don't think that this is better than the Vanille Blanc or even Vanilla Skin by Fleur. But who do I think would like this more than those? If you feel like those scents are too strong, you want a softer profile of those, and you like the idea of it being a little bit sweeter, maybe that's gonna make it easier to wear on an everyday basis, less intense and more sweetness, and then it might have more mass appeal to it. Now let's go over the notes for Ice Petal. This is gonna open up with ginger lavender, which is again why I think it does have a little bit of that Hum vibe to it, but just at a much lower level, like a splash of Hum. You then get saffron and apple. I get no saffron in this whatsoever. I don't smell it. Maybe someone else will. Orange blossom sugar. Don't really get much orange blossom. Definitely get the sugar. Cashmeran, musk, vanilla, amber, benzoin, and caramel. So it is a very nice scent, but don't expect it to smell completely original if you said already have those 2. Now let's talk about her sister, Glaze and Glow. So this to me doesn't really smell like anything. Maybe it is inspired by something, but I don't have it if it is. This to me smells like an original DNA to the brand. And this one might be my favorite out of the 2. It is extremely fruity, very, very sweet fruity. And this one really performs extremely well, projects and lasts forever on my skin. I think I sprayed this, it was like 11 p.m. on my wrist, woke up in the morning around 7 and I could still smell it. And I was like, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go over the notes for Glaze and Glow. This is gonna open up with cinnamon, but you don't have to worry about that cinnamon because it's honestly not too spicy whatsoever. You then get apple. The apple is very strong in this. I think that's what really sets the tone of the overall scent. Followed by peach pear. I don't know what a peach pear is, but that's a combination of a peach and a pear together. They have a baby, I don't know. But you definitely get both peach and pear in this. Vanilla bean, sugar, caramel, cedarwood, and tonka beans. So they don't smell anything alike. Really, either of these 2 or none of the 3 siblings at all. If you're looking for an easy to wear, likable, still fresh giving, very sweet, fruity fragrance, almost like those old school round jelly peach candies with apple, then you'll like this one. I think this one is gorgeous. I think that it would layer with so many things. As it is on its own, I think it's gonna come off kind of youngish, but if you were to layer it with anything, I think it will really help to elevate it. These two together are also really lovely because it turns it into a much stronger, fruity, vanilla powdered sugar, very feminine, just sweet, gorgeous scent with the two together that I think is really nice. I've actually layered already the Glaze and Glow with, believe it or not, Opulent Dubai from Lattafa. Because when I smelled this, I was like, it kind of reminds me of something, but not really. And it doesn't smell, you know, exactly like Opulent Dubai. In fact, it doesn't smell like it at all. But what they have in common is they both have this very strong fruit note in it. This one being the mango, this one being the apple and the peach pear. And I think that when you combine them, because Opulent Dubai is a unisex scent that has this opulent sparkliness on top of the mango that really gives it its overall scent profile. When you combine them together, I think that the Glaze and Glow makes the Opulent Dubai more feminine and sweeter and fruitier and more friendly, and tones down a little bit of the opulence part that is put in Opulent Dubai. And I really enjoy that. This is definitely a layer combo that I will be wearing a lot in spring and summertime when I want to have a really sweet, fresh, but still a little bit bougie scent profile. So I would highly recommend trying this out if you have Opulent Dubai already at home. In terms of the Ice Petal, I haven't layered it with anything. I haven't reached for it because I already have this one, and this one is, to me, the best of this kind of DNA. It's better than Vanilla Skin to me, and it's better than Ice Petals to me, so I'm not gonna grab for another fragrance that has a weaker version of one of my favorite Middle Eastern vanilla scents, if that makes any sense. But again, if you don't have it, if you don't have Vanille Blanc, and you don't have Vanilla Skin, and you like the idea of an easy to wear, sweet powdered sugar fragrance that also has a little slight drop of angham in it, at least to my nose, then for that person, I would say check out the Ice Petals. Now, do I think that either of these flankers smell anything like the original? To me, not at all. I think the only thing that I could say maybe they have in common a little bit is that they're all sweet, easy to wear, friendly scents that don't have really any darkness to them. Maybe a little bit of a fluffy kind of vibe, like a fluffy sweet candy kind of vibe to all of them. I could see them being, you know, flankers and related in that way. It's not like you're getting YSL Libre Eau de Parfum versus the Eau de Toilette and they smell very similar, just different concentrations. No, they all have distinct scent profiles, but maybe they could like hang out together. Overall, I think that they're nice. I'm a bit confused at the choices of the scent profiles. Why is one of them clearly inspired by Vanille Blanc and why is the other one just kind of like a random, really great, sweet, fruity fragrance? I don't know. But again, maybe that is inspired by something else and I'm just not familiar with it. I don't know. But either way, whether or not you think it'll be worth getting and worth your money will completely depend on if you already have scents that are gonna be similar to a Vanilla Skin or Cud Lush Vanille Blanc, or if you are looking for a really nice, sweet, appley, peach pear type of fragrance, that one's definitely the winner for me. But together, again, they are very lovely. So I'll link them down below for you guys. Let me know if you have tried out any of them or if you're gonna stick with Pink Blush.